What's going on, everybody? It's your boy JP. I don't normally do videos that revisit a phone that I've already kind of, did my little quick overviews on. I don't do a lot of, unboxings and then reviews, etc., etc. I normally only touch on a device once. I don't, do them like Flossie Carter does, like Jay Will. A lot of the other guys like Donovan Hornbeck and whatnot, Tech Wright, all those guys there. I don't really do a lot of videos, multiple videos on the same device. But I did a overview on the Razer Phone 2 yesterday, and I was very excited about it. Well, after setting it up using Wi-Fi yesterday, I was still using my Vivo Nex S. And upon finally putting my SIM card in it this morning as I was going to work, I don't normally work Saturdays, but I was called in and I said, yeah, what the heck, can definitely use the overtime. And put my SIM card in this phone. I immediately had LTE issues on AT&T. The phone stays on HSPA plus. And I know for a lot of people that's quick enough, but this phone has every single LTE frequency imaginable, even band 71 for T-Mobile. And if you go on the forums, there's a lot of people having issues on Verizon. Even after Razer recertified it with Verizon, people are still having issues with texting. This phone on AT&T is having huge LTE problems. I haven't seen any forum posts about it except one person. And he had a quick tutorial on how he fixed the issue. He did the star pound 4636 star pound. I forget the order, but that brings you to a testing screen, and you can force the phone to LTE only. And he said, do that, let it ride on LTE for a couple minutes, and then go back and put it on its default setting. And then it should stay on LTE. And then he, rebooted the phone to make sure LTE stuck, and it did. And I'm not sure, what part of the world he lives in. But here in Shreveport, Louisiana, where I always get LTE, on bands 2, 4, and 17, if I'm not mistaken. I only get phones that use AT&T band 5 if that's the only AT&T band that the phone features, like a lot of Xiaomi devices do. But this phone has every single frequency imaginable, like the OnePlus 6 had. I've done every single kind of network reset. I resetted the phone from, the factory, and I just did everything imaginable. And this thing does not stay on LTE where I'm from. I live in West Shreveport again, and yeah, I'm so disappointed. Not happy at all. This phone is going back to Best Buy. I should have never canceled my pre-order to the Asus ROG phone. I know it was $100 more, but man, I bet you that phone has no problem getting LTE like this one does. I can't tell you how I'm just so disappointed. I've worked with it all morning while I was at work. Saturday's one of the slowest days. I work at the I'm not gonna give out that information. It's a little too personal, but where I work at, Saturdays are a very slow day. So I had tons of time to kind of troubleshoot this device and whatnot, and just try to do whatever I could to really get it working. But it's just not happening. Not happening at all. There's parts of my house where it gets no service whatsoever, and that's to be expected with T-Mobile or Sprint. But man, this I've never not had LTE here or even at my job. It's crazy. Very disappointed. I hope this helps some people out before they purchase this phone. If you're using AT&T, just use caution. I'm hoping Best Buy doesn't charge me the restock fee. They usually don't if it's a defect. Of course, they do try to talk you into exchanging it, but I'm not even going to fool with it. I don't exchange. I do a refund and move on. That's just how I am. If this thing ends up on a fire sale like the original one, 10 months from now, I may pick it up, you know, if it's 165 again or something like that, you know, because I'm sure by then, you know, so I'm sure this is an issue that can be fixed by software because all of the hardware is there. And the phone's made of glass, not metal. So a lot of times, glass is actually better for your reception. Glass isn't always for wireless charging. Glass is also there because it offers better reception than metal phones do. But, and you know what, too, speaking about wireless charging on this phone is also very inconsistent, very unreliable. Another issue I had with it last night, but, you know, it was to a lesser extent, you know, wireless charging isn't a deal breaker to me, but the wireless charger that I used, which works perfectly fine on my iPhone XS Max and my blue Vivo 11 Plus. I mean, come on now. The blue $300 phone. I mean, seriously? This $800 phone, the wireless charging is just iffy. It is very inconsistent. I have to put it dang near to the bottom of the phone. Dang, around right here is, you know, maybe where the coil is at. But you should still be able to put it in the middle for it to grab and charge. At least that's how the other phones that I've had that have wireless charging do. This phone, you know, yeah, and the problem is you put it so close right there to the bottom, it's falling off the charger then. So then it you know, when it does that, it detaches from it. So yeah, wireless charging is garbage on here too. Hate to say it, y'all, very disappointed. Another thing I don't like too, the speaker grills up here attract a lot of lint. I mean, it's bad. It's bad. I'm just having to get a toothpick and some of these grills just get stuff out, you know, that because, you know, it comes from it sitting in my pocket. So, you know, and that may be nitpicking, I don't know, but yeah, stick with the rock phone. I don't know if I'm going to go back and pre-order it again. I'm not really sure at this point. You know, there's other things coming out that I want to get my hands on, maybe the Mate 20, maybe the OnePlus 6T, maybe the Mi Mix 3, you know, considering even picking up the Nokia 7.1. I'm also trying to get a iPhone XR. I mean, you know, but yeah, this phone is going to have to be under $200 if, you know, and fix those issues, whatnot, you know, 10 months from now, you know, if I decide to ever pick it back up. But very disappointed. This thing is going back to Best Buy. I hope this helps somebody out.